Professor Moore. All right, so I believe it was Stephen Covey that once said, every human has 4 endowments: self-awareness, consciousness, independent will, and creative imagination. These give us the ultimate human freedom: the power to choose, the power to respond, and the power to change. With that said, these attributes of mind and body were all strengthened in your class. All 4 of these aspects were challenged. From the very first day when we had to create the names to describe ourselves, I had to be aware of who I actually was and not who other people perceived me to be. A lot of people perceive me to be someone who is very well put together and always on time and all of this stuff, while in reality I'm a very messy person and I have way too many shoes and they just sit there and that stuff. So thus, Messy Morgan was born. So not only did I have to go toe-to-toe with my self-awareness, I also had to stomp on my self-consciousness. While I still am my own worst critic, I now can understand that things aren't always going to go the way I want them to, but I shouldn't let that affect how I see myself and the feelings I have toward myself. I must always carry on, especially in speeches. With that said, I also learned things through my independent will. You were a very laid-back teacher, and you never really reminded us when to read and what to read and which weeks to read it and stuff. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing at all. I'm just saying that it's a different style of teaching that I was not used to. And because I was not used to it, I just didn't read, which you could tell when I turned in my first informative speech and you saw the outline. And because of that, I had to use my independent will to force myself to read the book so I could do better on my persuasive speech. Last but not least, this class increased my creative imagination. Because I had so serious topics like capital punishment and bullying, I had to find new and creative ways to inform the class or to persuade the class about that topic so that it didn't seem like such a heavy topic and it would be more interesting to them. In conclusion, these attributes were enhanced by your COM 101 class. I am very grateful for this. While I wish that the class would have been 2 semesters instead of 1 to further implement these ideas, I am glad that it has been set as the first building block that I can build upon for years to come. Thank you.